Look at what we've been able to harvest out of here so far. These are beauties. Oh my, there's a whole bunch of them.
What if I could keep one for a pet?
No, I don't think we'll be keeping one for a pet, but here we will collect another nice sweet potato. Welcome back to part 2 of our giant sweet potato bed harvest. Now, if you didn't see part 1, we're going to put a link to part 1 in the description. We highly encourage you to go and see how we started this harvest. We've already cleared out 2 sections of the beds, and we have 2 sections left to harvest before we're done. And then we're going to show you what the entire harvest looks like. Now, we recorded this harvest all at one time, but we wanted to split it in 2 because it's a longer video. And I'll tell you, my daughter has been out here helping me the entire time. So let's go ahead and get started with the second part of our sweet potato harvest. Oh, look, there's the vole. Oh, did you see it? Did you see it drop? Oh, it ran right over there. It's right beside you. Do you see it? There's our culprit right there. Look at you. You bad little thing, you.
Cute, but not cute.
Cute, but not cute at all. You're like skipping. Oh, that's why. Look at this. Look at this. Look what I just discovered. Oh my. There's a whole bunch of them. That's a whole family living right there. For the amount of damage they do, you'd think they would be a lot bigger than that, huh?
Yeah.
You know, we've moved them out. They are now relocated.
I don't want to get bit by
No,
one.
there's not gonna be. I don't think there's another one in here. I hope not.
What if I could keep one for a pet?
No, I don't think we'll be keeping one for a pet, but here we will collect another nice sweet potato. All right, let's see if we can get this last little bit here. Yes, we're coming to the end of our centennials right now. Not massive, but I've been pretty happy with the overall production. And even with discovery of that vole family, I've been pretty happy with the overall results and the lack of the voles eating everything. Yes, that's nice. That's very nice indeed. Oh, I think there might be another one right there. Oh, okay, a little bite out of there. Just as I speak about them not damaging a lot of the ones in this section. But hey, not bad at all. All right, now we're ready to move on to our third section. This is our Georgia jet section. You can see that there's a whole lot of tunneling down here and definitely a whole bunch down here at the end when we get to our last, which are the varieties. But that being said, look at what we've been able to harvest out of here so far. These are beauties. Now the Georgia jet has a rosier color skin. You see that beautiful reddish rose color, reddish pink. The inside is a nice orange color, but the exterior is a lovely shade of pinkish red. Now what I'm noticing so far from these Georgia jets, and this is actually something that we saw when we grew them before, is they tended to be a pretty consistent shape. This is the shape that we've seen a lot of them, and they were a little bit smaller than a lot of the other sweet potatoes, but they were pretty consistent in terms of overall size. All right, what do you got there? You got a couple? Is that a nice one? Yeah, that's a nice Georgia jet. That's a nice size. I've already talked about this multiple times, but this is definitely my favorite shape of sweet potato. And the reason behind that is because this is just so easy to prepare, so easy to peel, so easy to bake. And actually, Georgia jets are known to be a really good baking variety sweet potato. I was just about to say I don't mind a smaller sweet potato, and then this monster appeared. Wow, that's a nice slip. Okay, I don't mind a smaller sweet potato that's consistently sized. I don't mind that at all, as long as I'm getting good production. But if we're looking at overall production from the first 2 varieties, I would say that our centennial was superior for us in terms of production. With that being said, we'll see what this one holds. I'm guessing that the centennial is going to be a bigger producer than this, just based on the sizes that I'm seeing. Again, these are nice sweet potatoes though. And sometimes, you know what, you got to stress the idea. That's nice. Good job. Stress the idea that growing in a raised bed for sweet potatoes for us has been just a different experience than growing in our native soil. And it's something where, you know, this bed, that's nice. This mix in this bed is actually a brand new mix. We're a little bit worried about, you know, if we had, I'd like to see, okay, thank you. you know, we were a little bit worried about whether or not we had done a great job with the mix that was in here. You got to make sure it's got plenty of nutrients in it. Got to make sure that we're able to feed it well. I would say that's not actually been a problem for these sweet potatoes. You see this trail right here? You can see what's at the top of this trail. The remains, they've just gone through and taken the tops off of some of these. I don't love that. Look at that one. We can see that one in size comparison. Yeah, that's what we lost. All right, go for it. There you go. That's nice. Is there more attached? Let's clear this out just a little bit. Oh yeah, you broke one off. It's right back in here. I can feel it. Oh, it's nice.
I feel it.
You got it? Yeah, that's nice. Oh, this one splits. The first one of our Georgia Jets that have actually split. My daughter's taking a little break. It's about 55 degrees out here, but with a 15-mile-an-hour wind, it's pretty cold. So she went to hang out in the sunlight for a little bit. I gotta keep harvesting. Now the Georgia Jets are known to be a sweet potato that grows well in northern growing zones. So if you're in zone 4, this is actually a really good sweet potato for you. A lot of the other varieties really need that black plastic, need a way to keep everything nice and warm. Oh, there we go. But these will handle those cooler temperatures of those lower growing zones. And again, this is another one of those sweet potatoes, and you see some of the damage there. These are one of the sweet potatoes that are 90+ days. But our practice has been to try to get them in the ground as early as possible, regardless of variety, and then leave them in the ground for as long as possible. Well, these are awesome. Now, one of the things we talked about was that if you want to get to a large amount of sweet potatoes, it's really hard to rely on just one method. And that's why, even though I really love this bed, this isn't the only place that we're growing our sweet potatoes, and this definitely isn't the only method. We're gonna have some of our sweet potato harvest soon from, oh, right there, oh, this one was eaten, from some of our vertical gardens. So we'll see how well they did. We've grown in our native soil as well. You got another one up there? Yeah, that one, oh, that one's just decimated. That's like the trail of the voles right there. It's their trail. They ate everything along that trail. I want to tell you something. I think a couple of these died back, and when I replaced it, I think I put one of these in the wrong spot. Yes, I did. I definitely did. This is a centennial. This is not what we've been harvesting. All right, anyway, this is a Georgia Jet right there. Yeah. I really like these Georgia Jets a lot. I can't be upset that I put this centennial here because the centennial performed so well in the other part of the garden. We didn't get much off of this slip, but that's because this was planted a lot later. Again, when a couple of these died back, I had to come back and replace them, and so that was why we ended up with some smaller ones. Oh, and I saw a big one here. Oh, look, right there.
I have a big one, ginormous one over here.
All right, show me what you got.
Here's a big one.
You really do. My daughter is an expert sweet potato finder. I'm just saying, not to brag or anything. This one had a little bit of damage there, not much. Well, I'm happy to have my helper back. Did you warm up a little bit?
Yeah.
You got a jacket too, I see. Well, go ahead and pull out a really nice one. How about that?
Yeah.
Warm up with a nice... I can't stop laughing. She keeps finding the really big ones. I just uncovered this one, and my daughter's trying to hide it because I wasn't filming. That's funny. Here, go ahead, pull it out. That's a nice one. All right, I think there's another nice one up there. Hey, there's another one on that same one. Look, right here, right here. Yeah, that's nice. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Oh, and this would have been another nice one if it hadn't been eaten. Not all slips are created equal. Some of these are far better and far better producers than others. Take a look at that harvest so far. Now these two are exposed to the surface. I kind of expect them to be eaten up, but at the same time, they're not. That's amazing. No, they're in perfect shape. Wow, okay. That looks like another one of our centennials. A nice size. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that's really nice. That's beautiful. Look, this one didn't look like it had a slip. The voles cleared off the slip, or I pulled it off when I was pulling the plastic, but I feel some nice ones in here. Yep, there's another one. I was actually wrong. This was a Vardaman sweet potato. This is the last row here. This is the last section. We've got Vardamans, and this is a bush type sweet potato, a bush variety. The Vardaman is a great sweet potato for small gardens. Has a nice size here, nice production size. All right, we're down to the last quarter of this bed. You can actually probably see a whole lot of tunneling down here from those voles. So we'll see what they left us in this side. Now, size-wise, we've harvested some Vardaman already this season. Well, it's interesting. These Vardamans, and I've seen this in a couple now, have like a crack the whole way down. It didn't really split open a lot. Now, we've typically been pretty pleased with the success of our Vardaman as a bush variety. They do take about 110 days, so the recommended time is longer than for our other vining varieties. But something interesting about this part of the garden actually gets more sun typically than the rest of this raised bed, but it doesn't seem to have made as much of a difference. But I'll tell you what I think. I had to replace so many of these slips. They did not perform well early on. So realistically, the reason why I think a lot of these are smaller, they've just been in the ground at least 2 to 3 weeks less, most of them, than our other sweet potatoes because of all that replacing that had to be done. But that being said, it doesn't mean there aren't a couple nice ones. Let's see what's right down in here. Is that a nicer one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, it's well, the ones that did survive and did live a little longer, the voles said hello. Well, this looks like a bigger one, and it is way down in here, probably starting a good 10 inches deep. So we're in our native soil for sure. Let me see if I can loosen this one up. Well, I think I did just about everything in the world wrong trying to get this one out because I couldn't tell based on the shape where it was. So I know I snapped it right here, but I want to show you how big this is. That is a really nice Vardaman. There you go. Take a look at this. That's a beautiful sweet potato. I just couldn't figure out which end was what and which direction it was going. It's all misshapen. Hey, I'll say something about the Vardamans. They definitely seem to be growing deeper than a lot of our other varieties. All right, we got another one right here.
Yep.
Let's try to clear it out. It's stuck. It's actually attached to something really nice. So that's a small one right here. Let me pull the small one off. I'll pull these out. What? Yeah, that's it. That's a nice one. That might be our biggest Vardaman other than the one that I snapped. But you see that crack in there again? Look at that.
It looks like lava.
Well, you can at least see the darker orange flesh of the inside of this sweet potato. I dig right up underneath here. I can see some yellow peeking out right here. Look, right underneath here.
Yeah, and I can also feel some over here.
Oh, you got a big one there? How do you do this? How are you the one who can find the big ones? I really should just let you pick all the rest of these.
I
You
have
got
another one.
That's nice.
I could.
That's really nice. That's a great slip. Well, I just uncovered a couple here, but then my daughter said, nope, there's more over here. Let's see. What do you got? Hey, clear it out so you don't break it. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Oh, wait. Another giant. Well, I'll pick these pretty nice ones off. I mean, it's not like what my daughter's getting or anything. Actually, that one's pretty good. Those are nice. Love to see it. Love to see these sweet potatoes with no vole damage. Thank you.
And
be gentle when you're pulling it out, especially if you get nice ones, because you don't know how long they can be.
I got 2.
You got another nice one up in there? Let me see. Whoa! Massive sweet potatoes. Don't wiggle it around too much. Oh, that's probably the best slip that we've had so far from these Vardamans. Well, you never know what kind of critters you're going to find in here. We found some baby voles, and now we got a frog that we disturbed. Oh, I don't have any problems with you. You're not eating my sweet potatoes. Go on. We are less than halfway left in this last quarter spot, trying to see which of these stayed alive. I really don't like the fact that these are splitting so much. That's a definite negative in my mind. Actually, I have a theory. Maybe I gave you the good side. What do you think? I gave you the side with the bigger sweet potatoes? Maybe not? maybe you just have the ability. You just have the gift of harvesting great sweet potatoes. Look at this one, it's just loaded down. About mid-sized sweet potatoes, but that slip had a bunch. But I'm gonna repeat what I said earlier. If you are looking for a sweet potato for a really small garden area, the Vardaman's not a bad way to go. We've definitely had some good luck growing with it in the past. Would you like to have that size sweet potato to bring inside? Oh, right there. Yeah, you got it. For sure.
It looks like a carrot.
Yeah, it tastes a little different than a carrot though. This one first?
Yeah.
All right, as you wish. Hey, I gotta tell you, I'm kind of surprised by how they didn't eat up all of these, especially considering what it looked like at the beginning. Hold on, let me just check, make sure you got them all. You did. All right, check this one out. There's still so many in here that are in perfect shape. Fantastic. Well, it's been a couple of hours of work, but we've got all these sweet potatoes out of here. Let me show you what we ended up harvesting. This is a pretty massive wagon full. Now, could we have done better if our voles hadn't come in and eaten up? Yeah, but we got a whole bunch of sweet potatoes that are really nice size as well. I would say that out of all these varieties, our Centennial performed the best, but I like the Georgia Jet the most. And to be honest, our Beauregard didn't seem to stand as much of a chance because there were so many of those that were eaten up. But no matter how much the voles ate, we have plenty here to bring inside. I can't wait to eat these. We're gonna enjoy this harvest for months to come. Well, folks, how about that for a father-daughter harvest of sweet potatoes? And she was a real trooper. We've been out here for a couple of hours. When you have that many sweet potato plants to get through, it's gonna take some time, but she was there every step of the way, except for that little break where she needed to get a little bit warmer. I really appreciated her help. I hope you enjoyed this harvest. This was so fun for us. This was a great experience. We learned a lot. Hey, next year, that hardware cloth is going right over top. I guarantee you we cut down that problem big time. It's gonna be a big difference maker. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give us a like, leave us a comment, remember to share and subscribe, and most importantly, remember, when you're with us, you are good to grow.